I'm going to share with you just a set of 4 recommendations of things that I think we should be advocating for. But obviously, in this room, there are plenty of folks a lot smarter than I am, a lot more experienced than I am, who also have really, really good ideas. So just 4 sets of ideas. Number 1, we need to follow the evidence. And what I mean by that, in this time of struggle over investments, we've got to make sure that the investments we make actually make a real difference. The evidence building itself is something that's important. We need to invest in research to make sure we're making good choices. Now, something people don't usually talk about when we talk about following the evidence is being honest about what we're doing that is costing billions and billions of dollars, and not only is not working, you can have an argument about that, but where we've got research study after research study after research study that shows that it's actually harming children and sucking the life out of our future. Mass incarceration, locking young people up in terrible conditions, putting children who don't need to be there in congregate care, the war on drugs, which has overtaken the war on poverty. These are things that are costing billions and that actually are doing more harm than good. Second recommendation, invest early. This is something we all know. We know that some of the strongest evidence we have is about the efficacy of high-quality early childhood programs and home visiting, et cetera. We know that food and nutrition programs that support developing brains and bodies, that's kind of a no-brainer. We need to continue to support programs that chip away at rates of teen births, and single-parent families would also go a long way to assuring that children have parents who are able to be in a position to support them. We know the long-term consequences of poverty on brain development and parental stress on brain development. So investing in reducing poverty is obviously a smart investment. And again, the research backs this up. Third set of recommendations might sound strange after the one I just said about investing early, and that is that we need to invest in young adults. There are 6.5 million young people between the ages of 16 and 24 who are neither in school nor in the workforce. A terrific way to invest in young children is to invest in those young adults who are already parents or will soon be parents of those young children. This is the perfect 2-generation strategy. And not only that, if we invest wisely, these young folks will actually be better positioned to be not only terrific employees and contribute to our economy, but also terrific parents who will help raise the next generation. So it's important that we make sure that these young people are connected to school, they're connected to work. We support them with things like the Earned Income Tax Credit and the Child Tax Credit that make sure that work pays and they're provided with both the incentives and the supports to do right by their kids. Finally, we need to do what it takes to make sure every child has a bright future. The charts we looked at a few moments ago really paint a pretty stark picture of racial disparities in achieving important milestones. And that means we need to invest consciously and we need to invest intentionally to accelerate the progress and to reduce these disparities. Now, when I've gone around the country, and I think Bruce has had this experience as well, a lot of what we hear about as the problem in making good policy choices is partisanship. You know, and there's misinformation, and that we're stuck in our different camps. And there certainly is a lot to that. But I would argue that an even bigger problem, and a problem that we need to take on if we're going to make a difference, is that in this country it's very difficult to talk honestly and directly about race, about racism, and about the legacy of these hundreds of years of disadvantage that we have brought forward. If we do not finally take the decision to talk honestly about race and then to invest wisely to begin to address these racial disparities, we are not going to succeed as a country. We are there today. We can't put it off any longer.